Here we have the Bob Dustrude folding buck saw. It's a lightweight aluminium bow saw for wilderness use. It has a cam lock design that tensions the blade, and the blade is stored inside the aluminium body. The saw comes apart really easily. The legs fold down. And the whole saw slots together like so for transportation in a pack or in a canoe or in the back of your car. It's made in Pengelly, Minnesota, up in the Boundary Waters region, big forested area, big wilderness area of the US where a lot of people go camping and canoeing. And this saw was designed specifically for that. You can see it's got a nice little set of instructions on the handle there, shows you how to put it together. And to put it together couldn't be simpler. You just open out the legs, withdraw the blade, fold the legs round until they lock, and then the saw body itself is symmetrical, so it doesn't matter which way the blade goes round. The handle can go on this side or on that side. You can see there's a slot in the body for the blade. You slot one end in, the other end in. You can see it there. Lock the handle round, that tensions the whole saw and makes it solid. And you're ready to saw with it. I think this is probably one of the best designs on the market over the Surefire and the Sven saw and some of the other designs you see, because it uses a standard 24-inch bow saw blade, which is available at any good hardware store or garden centre or anywhere like that. So you don't have to buy a blade that is specific for the saw. Also, a lot of folding bow saws design are triangular, and that really does limit what you can actually cut with them. Whereas this is just like any other garden bow saw. You can process large diameter firewood, and it's a really nice piece of kit. If you're at a base camp or on a canoe trip, if you've got a teepee or with a stove in it, you can process large amounts of firewood. But still, it's light enough to take with you, you know, in a pack. If you're just going camping, it's very light. It weighs about 500 grams. And to give you a comparison, the Baco Laplander that is very popular weighs 250 grams. This saw, the Bob Dustrude's folding buck saw, has a lot more capability with only minimal weight gain, which is a big advantage. A few considerations you want to think about when using this saw. It is aluminium, the body of it's aluminium, and aluminium is a very, very good conductor of heat. It conducts heat away from your body about 9,000 times faster in air. And that means that if you're using it in extreme cold conditions, you could get cold injuries when using it. So make sure that if you're using it in extreme cold, wear a pair of gloves. A few points on maintenance of the saw. It looks very, very simple to maintain. To change the blade, you just have to unscrew that little screw there on the cam handle and slide the blade out, and there's just a little nut and bolt there to lock it into the other end of the saw body. You just undo that and you can change it. Like I said, it's a standard 24-inch bow saw blade, so real easy to find these blades. Big advantage. When the saw comes from the factory, it actually comes with a kind of a wax inside the channel here, and that is to facilitate the smooth action of the cam. It's got I think it might be beeswax or paraffin wax, and it just lubricates the inside of the channel so that when you rotate the cam it slides easy on the aluminium. So when maintaining the saw, just take a little bit of beeswax and just rub it in here in the saw body, and maybe a little bit on the camming area of the handle, and that will just keep it maintained and will make it easy to put it together. It's already very easy, but that just makes it even easier. When you combine this saw with a small forest axe, you can really process some large amounts of firewood. Duluth Pack make a nice folding, they make a nice pouch for this saw made of a really heavyweight canvas. Haven't got one yet for it, but I'm sure I'll get one in the future. It's so you can store your saw. It's got a little D-ring on it so you can clip it to your pack, and a little slot down the back of it so you can store a spare blade, so you could carry a raker tooth and a standard point blade. The rivets are, I think they're made of brass, but it's the hinge action of the legs of this saw are riveted and not bolted together, so there's no little nuts and bolts to come loose, and that's a really nice design feature. You know, you don't, to assemble this saw and to take it apart, you don't have to fiddle about with wing nuts or anything like that it could get lost. The saw is available from Tamarack Outdoors, and if you're in the States you can get them from Duluth Pack or from Four Dog Stove Company. There'll probably be some other suppliers, just look them up online. The saw will cost you anywhere from maybe £35 to £40 in the UK, and maybe about the same in dollars, $35 to $40 in the US. I'm David with Wilderness Education. That's for Bob Dustrude's folding buck saw. Hope you've enjoyed the review. Nice bit of kit. Leave any comments and questions that you may have and I'll try and get back to you. Thanks a lot.